Hi, my name is Guerby Ruuska. I am the founder and the CEO of Close the Blinds Productions. So as I got older, and I discovered a real big love for podcasts and audiobooks. But with audiobooks and podcasts, I found that they couldn't really fully project my vision of what I wanted to create. With audiobooks, one thing I always found was very annoying was that the voice acting, the narrating, was always kind of stale to me. When you're listening to it, it's always one voice, one narrator, and oftentimes a few times when there's another voice, another narrator, it just comes in very late into the story. It doesn't really mesh well with the original narrator. Sometimes when the original narrator tries to do several different voices, it doesn't sound good, especially when they're like a male trying to do a female trying to do a male. It just doesn't work to me. It doesn't fully project, and it's not an enjoyable experience. So that's one reason I always kind of didn't like audiobooks. I also never really thought that the lack of use of music and sound effects it just never drew me in. It just, the one narrating voice, the just telling what's happening, I was just like, this is just not doing it for me. And with podcasts, what I found is that when you think about podcasts, there's a very specific category they go into, right? Like when you think about podcasts, what you think about, like a talk show with a person, maybe two, maybe three, talking about different things in life, different categories, different subjects, different situations. Just is always crunched into a 30-45 minute show, whether it be a video or audio, and they're just talking about all these different things that are happening. And I wanted to get away from that. That wasn't something that I wanted to project. That wasn't something that I wanted our creations to be about either. So putting what we were making into a podcast category didn't work either for me. It just wasn't going to work, because when I think podcast, it's already in a certain category, it's already thought about in a certain way, and it wasn't a way that I thought was going to work well with our vision and our goals and our values. Knowing that podcasts and audiobooks weren't going to work out, I knew I had to do something different. And that's how Imagination Audio Stories came about. And when we created our Imagination Audio Stories, which is very simple, it's just, they're all used in a very specific way. Like, you have to have voice acting, you have to have music, you have to have sound effects. You have to have sound effects that literally are so detailed that it puts you in the moment, because we're taking that visual and putting it all in your ears. So you have to describe every little bit of the moment for the listener to feel like they're there. Because while they are they're using their imagination to create the moment, you're giving them all the tools possible to create that picture in their mind. So, yeah, it's important. And after that, of course, we needed a platform to put our Imagination Audio Stories on, our IASs. And I didn't want to just put them all on Spotify. I didn't want to just put them all on Amazon. I didn't want to just put them all on Apple Pod. I wanted somewhere where we could create and produce and show our own content. We wanted to make our own platform. And then Close the Blinds Productions was born. And that's like what it is. It was just pretty cool. So we're able to stream and have all our own content on our own site. I mean, yes, we're streaming it to the podcast, the Spotify's, the Amazons, and all that good stuff, and the YouTube. But we wanted to have a place that we could call home for our own content, so people could trust in our brand and ourselves more. And we feel like we've created that. So, yeah. Our mission it's very simple. It's to change the world of audio. And when people hear that, I think a lot of people think, like, what does that mean? Like, what does change the world of audio mean? Like, the world of audio doesn't need saved or changed or anything like that. But realistically, like, everything as we progress with streaming, with like Amazon, Hulu, Netflix, and now Disney Plus and Peacock, everything is getting so far out there that people are just watching things more and more and more. And when I was a kid, I was very active, right? I wanted to do things on the go. And I always use the term couch potato. Like, we don't want to just sit around all day and waste our time. We want to be able to get up. We want to be able to do stuff. We want to be able to be active. We want to be able to listen to what we're doing and get that experience and watch an episode or a movie, but be able to get some stuff done, like mow the lawn, right? So these allow that. And so our mission is that we want to change the world of audio, making it just as exciting as the visual world, right? We want people to be able to get up and be like, I'm gonna listen to an IAS over watching a TV show, because now I can get my chores done, I can mow the lawn, I can go on a car ride and drive, and it's just as enjoyable. It's more exciting if anything. So our mission is to change the world of audio, make it just as exciting, get the word out there, and get everybody into this narrative that it's okay to just listen to the experience. That's fine. Like, using your own imagination is healthier instead of just looking at a screen for hours and hours. We want to help creators who struggle, right? Like, for example, like in my story, I was a creator, but I struggled to write books. I struggled to write anything, honestly. So like, those kids who struggle out there but have these great ideas and have these phenomenal stories, ideas that could change lives and be groundbreaking and could help so many people out there in this world, we want to be an outlet for them. We want to be the people that they can go to, and we can help bring those stories to life so that they can project their own experiences, their thoughts, their values, their beliefs, and their ideas on the world. So we really think that we could be helping a lot more people and reach a lot more people that way, and really truly make a change.